Grand evening. This is going to be a short video. Just want to offer some advice to individuals who suffer from mental health issues. I myself I have bipolar disorder. I have a child that has bipolar disorder. And there are many people in the world who have similar issues with the mind. Life in itself can be hard. Life in itself can be hard. The actual living part of life is hard. Now, if you top the living here part, that's hard, and then mix in what's happening in the spirit world to your mind and your body. It is almost completely and totally overwhelming to exist in any plane. So you already have to find space in your mind to categorize everything. Every day we are all traumatized. Every day. Whether it's an intentional trauma or accidental trauma or you messed around and saw something on TV you shouldn't have watched that traumatized you. There are multiple ways that you can try your best to beat the effects of how the mind can betray you. Sorry, check my mail. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to check my mail. It's going to kind of be up to you to help yourself in these times when it comes to the mind because there is mental warfare everywhere. When you answer your phone, even the ringtone of your phone is a certain frequency to keep your mind in a certain frequency. It's like when you go gambling and you hear those machines when you're gambling, especially that sound when you win it. You love that sound, right? So whenever you hear that sound, that it takes you to that place, right? They're tricky. You would be, um, you can be spelled without anyone ever even knowing, without you ever knowing that it's happened. I've heard several people who go to the franchise Starbucks to get their coffee. I've heard mostly everybody I know that go there say the coffee is nasty. So I said, why do you drink it? And they never have an answer. And I'm wondering if it's because of the witchcraft that's on the sign in the door. You can't necessarily just say something isn't true because you don't know how to prove it, right? Like Augustus says all the time to help y'all stay clear and understanding of how easy it is to be spelled. I'm loving it. McDonald's told y'all that y'all was loving it. So everybody love McDonald's all over the world. I'm loving it. McDonald's food is trash and you know it. But you're loving it because they told you. If you're feeling down today, then you click on you say your phone is in the same room as you and you say, I'm really depressed today. When you pick up your phone, you're gonna have all of these advertisements for depression and take this new drug, Prim Fire, Prim Fire. Like these, they even trying to make trendy names for these prescriptions that they're trying to shove down your throat. The problem is whether you are whether you are a religious person, a spiritual person, or a cultured person, there are ways that you can spend your energy so that your energy works for you. Even mania. If you have mania, you can get a lot of work done that you didn't feel like doing when you wasn't all hyper. When you're really depressed, you can get some resting done. You can rest. Your mind is not capable of doing nothing else but resting, so why not take advantage of that? Everything is perspective. How are you looking at your situation? How are you looking at your situation? Because I could be depressed right now because of it's taken so long for them to blossom for me that it's really pissing me off. It's pissing me off and it's making me feel like all my efforts was for nothing. But every day I tell myself, stay focused, stay focused, be myopic, razor, attention to detail. Life is hard, but you gotta think about hardness. Like you can't even make a diamond unless you put pressure against it. So you know how you have diamonds, and then you have really beautiful diamonds, and then you have rare, luxurious diamonds. Those rare, luxurious diamonds, they are made with extreme pressure. You ever feel the pressure, the gas build up in your stomach, and the pressure, and then you fart, and then that shit feel better? What you want to do is spin the shit, man. Spin it. If something is not fucking going the way you want it to go, spin that shit again. Like for an example, my marriage, right? When I get, I guess married woman will understand this. When I get so irritated with my husband, I'm like, ew, like why am I even with this nigga? And then I spin that shit like, yeah, he is an asshole with this, but then he's not with that. Look at all of these positive things that he's doing right now in this moment where I can't stand his fucking guts. You can't live in a life where everything is always peaches and cream. Everything is always going your way because then where would the yin and yang be? You will understand these things if you can go in and heal yourself. Heal yourself. You don't need a psychiatrist to heal you. You don't need meds to heal yourself. You can detox yourself through plant medicine. I think this is why I've been on this magic mushrooms tip today because I knew somebody needed to hear it. One of my customers, clients, whatever you want to call them, she posted in the comment on one of my videos and said that not everybody can go to excuse me, not everybody can go to Peru to get their medicine, and she was grateful to me for um, being able to introduce her to the cactus plant. Um, and that helped a lot with some of the traumas that she had when she was younger. And since we gave her that first vision quest, my God, she is just all over the world. I mean, literally, like countries, all over the world, um, living her best life. And she did that without going into a mental hospital or getting on medicine. She went within. Um, I'm going to stress this as much as I can stress this. Please microdose psilocybin mushrooms. Please microdose psilocybin mushrooms. I'm telling y'all, if y'all do the microdosing, if you microdose 3 times a week for 8 weeks, you'll be a whole new person. A whole new person. The whole wiring of your brain will be different in just 8 weeks, and you'll never have to take any of their medicines again. And I can say this to you because I have had extensive research into this, clients after clients. Some of my patients, I guess, I have worked with for years, closely monitoring them when they take the medicine, learning the proper dosing, how how much a certain person can handle and how much a certain person can't handle. I'm sure I have more experience than half of these damn awakening churches. I am a I am a church, a legal LLC. I've been a licensed minister for 10 years now. I've been working with the medicine since 2017. Um, Before I got on the psilocybin mushrooms, I was in and out of mental hospitals. Yeah, grounded, was in and out of mental hospitals. If you go back to some of my videos, I tell stories about incidents where I had to be mentally hospitalized um, because of all the voices in my head. You see that? They try to make you think that you schizophrenic, but you're not schizophrenic. When you hear voices in your head, it's because you connected. Your third ear is open. Yo, I'm so funny. Fuck, I should have my own sitcom. Anyway, your third ear was open, so you can hear into the different realms. You're not crazy, people. You're not crazy. Trust me, you guys are not crazy. This is commercial. Life is commercial. If they could profit off of you, they could profit off of you. And I'm not saying what y'all going through is not a real thing, because everything you're going through is absolutely real. What I'm asking you to do is to make it real, but in a way where it's benefiting you and not harming you. Please find somebody. If you can't get in touch with me for whatever reason, if you want somebody you know personally, whatever, I don't care. But find a way for you to journey with those mushrooms. I promote the mushrooms the most because they are the easiest to get, and the mushrooms are non biased. They do not care who you are, what you are, where you are, or when you are. They only have your Akashic records. That's it. They open a door for your Akashic records. It's you who pulls the memories and the things that you want to bring here back here. So if you are considering suicide, please wait till tomorrow. Whenever I tried to kill myself or had the thought of killing myself, my higher self told me, wait till tomorrow. And every time I reached tomorrow, there was something that I found that I have to look for. It don't matter what it was. One time I had everything planned out. I had my life insurance policy set up. I had the executor of my estate in order. I told my brother everything, and he looked at me and started crying, and he begged me not to kill myself. And I said, I can't live with this pain no more. This loop is unfucking bearable. And I'm no longer interested in fucking living in excruciating pain for the rest of my life. I had planned out everything. I told him to promise me some things. Number one, my husband would not be able to deal with that decision I made. So I made my brother promise me that he wouldn't leave my husband's side until he was ready to be left alone. Um, and he just broke down crying. He said, I know you in so much pain. I've been, like, I know. I'll be with you in the hospital. So he knows the amount of pain that I have to suffer through. He just said, I know that it's a lot. Please don't. When you end your life, you don't end your life, honey. You end your life, and then you kill everybody who love you because they're walking dead. Believe me when I tell you that we're all linked. All of us are linked. So it's like, ooh, that's a good. Thank you. Twins. Let's talk about twins. When the twin is sick, the other twin feel it. When one twin is in danger or in trouble, the other twin can feel it. If one twin die, the other twin is depressed or half of the person that they was for the rest of their life. I know there's scientific proof of this. I know you may have experienced that yourself. One of my cousins just died. She was a twin. She had cancer, very, very young, early 20s. And her twin is half. That's all I could say. So just think about that, especially for mothers and fathers of a child who commits suicide. It's hard on them because for the rest of their life, they'll say, what could I have done different? And then the other children will always have less because something is missing. Then you got to think about if you are a parent and you're attempting to end your life, your children will forever think, oh my God, I wasn't enough. If you are a person that have Oh, this is a good example. One of my cousins was shot trying to be peacemaker in a bar. I don't know why he tried this shit, but he was trying to be peacemaker, trying to protect the girl from a guy attacking her, trying to stop the two guys from arguing. And instead of shooting the the person that the guy was arguing with, he shot my cousin. When my cousin walked away, when he had asked him to stop, he walked away. He shot my cousin in the back 4 times in his back, 4 times. Me, people in my family, we so responsible. My cousin was on the floor, damn near dying, and he called his mom and told her she was gonna have to make a pickup for him because he wasn't gonna make it there to pick up what it was supposed to be picked up. I can't remember, it was my aunt or my grandma, somebody coming in from somewhere they need to be picked up. But anyway, when we were in the hospital, I fly in from Atlanta to go to the hospital because it was really bad. Like it clipped, it was bad. Anyway, when I came into the hospital room, it was so many kids in there. And I was like, who the fuck is all of these kids? It was literally the kids from around the neighborhood. They was devastated when he got shot. They all made their parents bring them to the hospital to see him. So when there was all these kids in the hospital room with no parents, the parents were actually outside of the hospital room. It was crazy. But to see the effect that one person can have on so many lives, and it's not a bloodline tie, you matter. You matter. There are people in this world who loves the shit out of you. Whether you believe it or not, whether you can see it or not, there are people that life will end if your life ends. Life is hard for everybody. We see, like, okay, for an example, this community I live in, all these people with their upperclassness, right? So we sitting here every day, me and my husband, we be laughing because we be looking at them and they be all at the pool and shit, like all day long. I don't know if they work from home or what, or they, I don't know. But hold on for 1 second. You would think that these people are all so happy. They have these privileged lives, live in this beautiful community, got these nice cars. Um, but if you listen to their phone calls or their conversations they had with people, they're all unhappy. They're all unhappy. So if you think that if you had enough money, you'll be happy, or if you had a husband or a wife, you'd be happy, or if you could just have a baby, you would be happy. You can have all of those things and still be fucking unhappy. That's the reality of life. Life be life. Life be life. I would never judge somebody for having the thought of killing themselves because I have suffered greatly with those suicidal thoughts. Um, before I got with my husband, I could not bear living before I got with my husband, and this man helped me get healthy, and he helped me live, helped me through the pain of lupus. So you can see it bleak. You can see your life being bleak, but it also can be great too. Tomorrow, if you could just trust what I'm saying and understand that I would never lead y'all astray. I only teach what I experience. I only tell y'all about what I've gone through myself. I am a person who has lived with suicidal thoughts most of her life. I am a person who has taken multi vision quest trips to do my shadow work, get these demons off my back. Because another thing y'all don't really comprehend is the fact that a lot of your suicidal thoughts are not actually coming from you. For an example, you know how the Christians say there's the devil on one shoulder, an angel on the other. The Chinese call it the yin and the yang, right? Mm, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh yeah, I was saying that it's two sides. There's always two sides. So you have to take the good and the bad. You can never just have all good, and you can never just have all bad. That would be imbalance in the universe. So try your best to um, fight for yourself, fight for your bloodline. And a lot of your fucking depression is really not from you, and it's really not even from the demon. It is like in your blood. You know, the DNA, the coding in our DNA, the way we can remember how bad being called a nigger felt on our ears. So even now, even though slavery's been going on for centuries, we are still ready to kill over that word. That's coding in your blood coding. So this is why I tell y'all to go and tap in, go on the spirit walk, get your magic mushrooms, and start figuring out if this is really your depression or somebody else's. You might have to do an inner exorcism on yourself to get rid of the ancestral energies that is currently still residing in you. That's not for your greatest good. So, moral of the story: don't unalive yourself. Take magic mushrooms. All right, I hope that helps.